Guys, let's come onto our backs. Let's just let our legs go long, unless it's more comfortable for you to set your feet flat on the ground and bend the knees, or bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. We're just going to start to breathe together. So let out all the air. And then we'll inhale through the nose into the belly for 5. Fill the belly all the way up, and then fill the ribs, and then fill the lungs all the way to the top. Exhale, feel the belly fall back down as you empty every last drop. Release through the shoulders and the face. See if you can make this inhale last just a little bit longer. So every single exhale is your new chance, your new beginning. So see if you can commit to staying right here in this moment with this breath as we start to move our bodies. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug your forehead in to touch your knees. Squeeze everything in really tight. Release your head back down. Let your right leg go long. Interlace your fingers around that left knee and hug it in tight. Kick out through the right heel. Tuck the chin a little bit. Hug that knee in towards the armpit. Hug the elbows in against the body. Stay with that breath deep and slow through the nose. Allowing this breath to keep you right here. Just by remembering to soften and let something go on the exhale. Now open the left knee out to the left with the left hand. Keep the right hip grounded. Keep the neck straight and long as you look straight up at the ceiling. Keep using your exhale to soften through the shoulders. Kicking through the right heel to keep that right leg grounded. And slowly draw the knee across the body with the right hand. Find a gentle spinal twist. Gaze out over the left hand. See how long you can hold on to this breath. See where you can soften on the exhale. Anytime you find yourself back in the head, back in the past, thinking about the future, just use this breath as an invitation to come right back to this moment. Come back to center, hug your knees in, hug your forehead in, squeeze everything in tight. And then let the left leg go long, kicking through that heel, tuck the chin, pull the knee into the armpit, hug the elbows in. Inhale, imagine you could grow a little longer. Exhale, grow a little softer. Use the right hand to guide the right knee open. If that left hip is popping up, use that left hand to ground it down. Keep looking straight up. Find softness through the shoulders. And draw that knee across the body. Find that gentle spinal twist, gazing out at the right hand now. Let something go on this exhale just by being fully right here and allowing this breath to slow things down. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees in, hug your forehead in. And then we'll start to rock the whole length of the spine, bringing the toes to touch the ground behind the head and coming all the way to a seat a couple times. When you're ready, we'll stay in that seat at the top. So cross your legs. Maybe you're bringing one heel up into the lap, or maybe even both if you're working on that. Root down into the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Inhale, reach out through the fingers, palms parallel to the ground. Now really reach and reach and reach, but keep softening through the shoulders and the head and the neck. Notice as you root down into the sit bones and try to grow taller and really lengthen that wingspan, notice some tension kind of creeping in. And see if you can keep that engagement, but soften all that tension around the neck, the shoulders, the face. Now reach through that pointer finger just a little bit more. Reach and reach and reach. And now through that middle finger, reach and reach. Keep softening through the shoulders. Pinky finger reaches long. And the ring finger, because we skipped it. And now flip the palms over. And reach through all the fingers first, softening through the shoulders. And then again, start with the pointer finger. And then the middle. And then the ring. And then the pinky. Now bring the hands together to touch and really squeeze the palms together. Reach the fingers up just a little bit higher, and then exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Lower your hands down by your sides. Inhale them right back up. And now exhale, swing the right arm under the left. See if you can get your palms to touch here. Draw the elbows out and up. See if you can lift those fingers up a little bit more and soften the shoulders down. Tuck the chin a little bit. Pull the belly in. Now steady your gaze on something that's not moving and find stillness there as you focus, relaxing your gaze to relax your mind, making your gaze steady to make your mind steady, realizing that whatever the eyes do, the mind follows. When the eyes are closed, it's really easy for the mind to go inward. So you can do that if you like. But trying to train the mind that even when the eyes are open, to find that inward gaze and that softness here. Now let's just hinge forward a little bit. Letting the head relax completely, but continuing to root down into the sit bones. Slowly come back up and release the arms. Inhale them all the way up. Squeeze the palms. And then bring the hands to the heart. And now we'll switch the cross of the legs. So opposite leg comes in first. Maybe bringing that heel up into the lap. Rooting down, inhaling a little more length. Exhaling a little more softness. And then inhale the arms up. Sweep the left arm under the right. See if you can get your palms to touch. Draw the elbows out and up. Soften the shoulders down, tuck the chin a little bit. Steady the gaze, soften the gaze. Now make it all about this breath. Staying with this breath just a little bit longer, finding that inward gaze, even if your eyes are open. Root down into the sit bones and then hinge forward. Let your head become heavy. Slowly come back up, release the arms, inhale them up, squeeze the palms, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Okay, now we're just going to bring the feet flat on the ground, in close to the body. And we're gonna hug the knees and try to touch the eyes to the knees and keep softening the shoulders down the back. Now we're gonna plant the hands behind us with the fingers pointing in towards us. We're gonna inhale up to reverse tabletop, trying to get everything parallel to the ground as you drop the head back, press into the feet and the hands. Slowly come back, curl it all into that ball again, eyes to knees. Now we'll move with the breath. We'll inhale as we come up, press everything up, pull the belly in. Exhale, round it out. Take your time, 2 more times. Press into the hands and feet and lift. Exhale, round it out. 1 more time, make it the biggest breath ever. Keep inhaling, keep lifting just a little more. And slowly release. Hug the eyes in one more time. Okay, now we're going to roll back onto the back. We're going to roll the whole length of the spine a couple times again. And when you're ready, we're going to roll all the way up to a chair pose. If you need to use your hands to get your booty off the ground, that's okay. Find that chair pose at the top of the mat. Pull the belly in. Reach the arms up. Sink into the heels a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Find your stillness. Find that inward gaze. And exhale, fold forward. Spread your feet a little wider. Inhale to lift up halfway. And exhale to fold. Now walk your hands over to the right. Keep your head heavy. Keep your breath deep. Keep pressing into the feet. Even if the knees are bent, we're pressing into the feet. Maybe we're starting to straighten into the legs. Maybe you walk back a little further, trying to get behind you a little bit with the hands. Slowly walk back to center and over to the left. Keep rooting down into both feet evenly. Keep drawing the belly in. Relax the head and the neck. Maybe you need to shake it out a little bit. Slowly come back to center. Now we'll plant the right palm down, or you can stay on the fingertips as you peel the left hand up and gaze up at that left hand. Bend the right knee. Roll that left shoulder back, trying to stack the shoulders. Inhale, imagine you could lengthen from the sit bones to the crown. Exhale, soften the shoulders out of the ears. Slowly release, plant the left hand down. Bend the left knee, peel the right hand up. Gaze follows. Belly is in, right shoulder is rolling back to lengthen. Exhale, slowly lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift the left hand, bend the right knee. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck your chin to your chest, bend your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly roll up. Let your arms and head be heavy. Let your knees stay bent. Knees are bent the whole time until we lift the heart, untuck the chin, straighten into the legs. Draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale the arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, glue your palms together. Bring your biceps back with your ears and your chin away from your chest. Root a little weight into the heels as you reach up out of the waist and then drop it over to the right. Keep your chin away from your chest a little bit, but the back of the neck is long. Okay, so there's an apple there between your chin and your chest. Try to straighten the arms and glue the palms, and imagine you're pulling that left arm up and over as you drop to the right just a little more. Stay with this breath just a little longer as you drop into the heels and press those hips out to the left. Slowly come back up, root to rise here, and then drop it to the left. A little weight in the heels, hips to the right. Maybe you need to press the right hip forward just a little bit. Let something go here on this exhale. Try to straighten the arms and glue the palms. Slowly come back up, drop your head back, shake it out a little bit. Find a little backward bend as you press the hips forward and lift the heart. Reach through the fingers. Inhale, slowly come up. Slowly start to hinge forward. You can bend the knees if you need to. Reach through the fingers all the way down. Release your hands, shake your head a little bit. Step your feet together, bend your knees a lot. Reach around and step on all 10 fingers back behind your heels. See if you can get your forearms to touch back there or close. Get your whole upper body touching your lower body, even your face, pressing into your legs. And then start to rock a little weight into the toes. Lift the sit bones up and back. Pull on your heels to pull the head down towards the feet. Softly draw the shoulders out of the ears. Draw the belly in and up out of the way and lengthen the spine and the back of the neck. Lengthen the back of the legs. Lengthen this breath and stay right here in your body, creating a little space. And on that exhale, settle into that space. Soften something. And slowly release. Spread your feet as wide as your hips. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold here, pressing through the hands, lengthening from your heels to your crown. Staying with this breath. Slowly lower down to the knees, and then the chest, and then the chin. Untuck the toes. Walk your hands just outside of the mat. Walk them forward a couple inches, and then come up on those tented fingertips with the elbows pointed up. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Press into the feet, let your head stay heavy, and slowly peel your head up. Pressing through the fingers to lift the heart, and then look up. Slowly lower back down. We'll do that 3 more times. Really take your time, pressing into the feet. Imagine your head is really heavy and it's everything you got to just lift it up at the end. Reach up through the chin. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press back to child's pose. Curl the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Let your head be heavy. Let your breath be deep. Start to root into the fingers and knuckles more and that webbing between your thumb and your index finger. Imagine you would just lift the wrist just the tiniest little bit off the mat, like you could slip a little piece of paper underneath of it. Just to root into the fingers and knuckles more to protect the wrist. Soften through the shoulders. And now reach the right hand back to the outside of the left ankle or the left calf, or the left knee, wherever you can grab. Keep your head heavy. Try not to tilt your whole structure. Start to sink into the heels a little bit. Use this exhale to soften through the traps. And release the right hand back down. Reach the left hand back. Notice where you're holding tension. Use this exhale to let it go. And release the left hand back down. Slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale to lift up halfway. And exhale to fold. Tuck your chin, bend your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly round up. Knees are bent, head is heavy. Legs straighten as the heart lifts, shoulders roll down and back. All right, step your feet together. Inhale the arms up. Interlace your fingers. Glue your palms together, one big fist. So we're not releasing the fingers now. We're trying to squeeze the head with the straight arms and glue the palms. Press the left foot down, lift the right knee up. Lift the right knee up a little higher and then slowly drop the hands down to hook that knee. Hug it in and up a little more and feel that rooting to rise here as you press the left foot down and grow a little taller. Let something go as you grow a little softer through the shoulders and the face. Put a little bend in the left knee. Use your right hand to guide the right knee open. Come into tree pose. Trying to place that foot against the thigh if you can. And then pressing that thigh back into the foot. Bring the hands to the heart. And see if you can start to straighten into that leg by lifting the quad up off the knee, not locking it back. See if you can steady your gaze and make it soft. See if you can use this breath to come right back to this moment and fully occupy this being with this breath. Slowly hug that knee in and up. Reach the arms back up. Cartwheel them down. Shoot the leg high like standing splits. And then walk the hands forward like three-legged dog. Come up on the toes and then sink into that left heel. One more time. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, sink into the heel. Lower the right foot down to meet the left. Now bend the knees quite a bit. And imagine you wanted to sit on the ceiling, pressing that part of your booty up towards the ceiling to lengthen the spine. And then sinking into the heels a little bit, creating some space here. Soften on the exhale, let something go. Slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale to lift up halfway. And exhale to fold. Come up any way you like. Maybe you like rounding up. Maybe you want to reverse swan dive and find a little backward bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your side. Step your feet together, root into the feet. Inhale the arms up. Interlace your fingers, one big fist, glue the palms, straighten the arms. Press the left foot down, lift the right knee up. Press the right foot down, lift the left knee up. Hook the hands over the knee, hug it in and up. Root to rise here, steady the gaze, make it soft. When you're ready, little bend in the right knee, open that left hip, find that tree pose, and then bring the hands to the heart. Maybe starting to lift the right knee up and back. One more breath. Slowly hug the knee in and up. Reach the arms up, carve them down. Shoot the leg high like standing splits. Walk the hands forward like three-legged dog. Come up on the tippy toes. And then sink into the heel. One more time, up on the tippy toes. Sink into the heel. Slowly lower the left foot down to meet the right. Bend the knees a lot. Sit on the ceiling. Straightening and lengthening the spine and then sinking into the heels. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Come up on the toes. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right armpit and hold here for strength or find an arm balance. Shoulders are stacked right over wrists. Back of the neck is long. And now step the right foot outside the left. Guide the right hand up towards the ceiling. Let the gaze follow. Keep pressing the right knee forward and drawing the right hip back as you roll the right shoulder back one more time. Then lower the right hand down inside the foot and step the left foot outside the left hand like deep yogic squat. Lower the sit bones down. Bring the hands to the heart and start to push the knees open, creating some space here. Use your exhale to soften into that space. Find your stillness. Find your focused gaze, your soft, focused gaze. All right, interlace the fingers, release the index finger, reach your hands forward, look down, squeeze your head with your arms, turn your toes forward, lift your booty till your thighs are parallel to the ground, your whole body's touching your legs, everything's long and straight, press into the feet, come all the way up. Reach up out of the waist, drop it to the right. Keep softening the shoulders down the back as you pull that left hand up and over. Roll the heart up towards the ceiling just a little bit. Let something go. Slowly come back up, reach up out of the waist, and drop it over to the left. Press the hips out to the right. Slowly come back up, drop the head back, shake it out. Find a little backward bend. Let something go, and then on the inhale, come up. Feel this hinge at the hips as you reach forward. Come all the way down. Release your hands, bend your knees, slide your hands under your feet all the way to the crease in the wrist. Rock some weight into the balls of the feet to lower the wrist bones down. Now pull the head down towards the hands. Draw the shoulders out of the ears and start to lift the sit bones up and back. Trying to straighten into the legs. Inhale, length into the spine, the back of the neck, the back of the legs. See how long you can hold on to this breath. See where you can soften and let go. Maybe finding a little movement here. Maybe you bend one knee and lift the other hip a little bit and roll the head back and forth if it feels good. Pressing down through the balls of the feet one at a time. Slowly come back to stillness in the center. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Find a nice long line of energy. Find your strength, your focus, your stillness, your softness. Lower the knees and come forward. Lower down to the chest and then the chin. Untuck the toes. Now reach the arms straight out to the sides like airplane wings. Zip your legs together, toes and heels squeezing together, knees and thighs squeezing together. Inhale, lift everything up. So we're trying to find that maximum extension in both directions. And then we're trying to lift a little more. Starting to look forward and then up just a touch. One more time, lift and release. Bring your hands under your shoulders, curl the toes under, lift the knees and quads and press it up to plank. Now press it up, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into your heels. One more time. Make it last just a little bit longer. Inhale, lift the left foot high, come up on the toes. Exhale, left knee, left armpit. Hold here, maybe find an arm balance. Maybe just root into the hands to lift that space between the shoulders just a little bit more. Find your breath. Step that left foot outside the left hand. Peel the left hand up, let the gaze follow. Roll the heart open. Slowly lower the left hand down and step the right foot forward. Find that deep yogic squat. Lower the booty. Press the knees open. Draw the thumbs in towards the heart. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Interlace the fingers, release the index. Reach the hands forward, turn the toes forward. Lift the booty so the thighs and everything's parallel to the ground. Whole body touching the legs. Belly's drawing in, squeeze the head. Like you're being measured from your sit bones to your fingertips. Find a little more length, a little more softness through the shoulders and traps. Press into the feet, come all the way up, reach up out of the waist, drop it over to the right, and really pull that left arm up and over now. Try to straighten the arms and glue the palms. Keep that apple between your chin and your chest. Roll the heart up towards the ceiling and let something go. Slowly come back up on the inhale and exhale to the left. Slowly come back up. Lower the hands to the heart and hands down by your sides. Now we're going to reach the right hand out to the side and pick the right foot up. Try to grab the ankle from the inside, right on the bone. Bring your knees together. So the left knee is soft for now. Reach the left hand up alongside the ear. Reach it up a little more and then reach forward as you kick up and back. Drawing your shoulders into one line. As you kick up and back as hard as you can, trying to straighten that leg. Doesn't matter if it never straightens, but that's just the direction of the kick. It's going up and back. Like eventually you're going to see it come right up over your head on the camera. Now maybe you start to lift the left quad up off the knee a little bit to straighten that leg without locking. Your fingertips are resting right about eyebrow level. Your gaze is steady and soft. Now see if you can kick just a little bit more. Slowly come back up and release the right foot down. Spread your feet as wide as the mat. Turn the toes out a little bit. Bend the knees a lot. Bring your hands to your low back. Scoop the hips forward. Lift the heart. Keep bending the knees and drop the head back if it's all right with the neck. Find a really deep supported backward bend here. Slowly come back up. Step your feet together. Left hand out to the side. Left foot lifts. Grab the ankle. Right on the bone on the inside. Knees touch, right knee soft. Right hand reaches up. Reach it up a little more and then hinge forward, kicking up and back. Maybe you start to lift that right quad up off the knee. Slowly come back up and release. Step your feet wide, turn your toes out, bend your knees, hands to low back, scoop it forward, lift the heart, drop it back. Slowly come back up, step your feet together, bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes. And now we recommit for the second half of class to being right here. We're not at all concerned with how we've done so far. If you've been in the head or in the past or in the future, no worries. This is your new chance right here. Let this inhale be the invitation to start over right now. Let each and every breath be your new chance to fully occupy this being with this moment. Let this breath symbolize this moment and everything good in the world. And just savor this breath. All right, spread your feet as wide as your mat, or no, as wide as your hips, yeah. Now reach your hands forward, relax your shoulders, but really reach through the fingers. Leave the knees stay stacked right over the ankles where they are. Just lower the booty back behind. Get your thighs parallel to the ground if you can. Keep the same distance between your hands, your knees, and your feet, so look down if you need to make sure of that. Drop a little weight into the heels. Now see if you can draw the upper body back a little more. Keep your shoulders and your face soft, but keep squeezing the fingers and reaching through the fingertips. Pull the belly in. Slowly come up. All right, lift up onto the tippy toes. Keep the length in the spine as you roll forward into the knees, staying high up on the toes. Keep that same distance again between your hands, your knees, and your feet. Pull the belly in. Try to get the thighs parallel to the ground, just like the arms. And draw the upper body back, trying to stack the shoulders over the hips. A little higher on the toes, soften something. Slowly come back up. Press the heels down. Draw the knees together. Pull the belly in. Lengthen the tailbone, like you just drop the tail down and slowly lower the body down. If the heels start to lift up off the ground, you can just let them. Keep pulling the belly in and squeezing the knees together. So your thighs are parallel to the ground, arms are parallel to the ground. Now roll your knees forward and down. So if you had something on your lap, it would roll right off. And if you feel okay here, we can start to bounce a little bit. Keep squeezing the knees. Stay with your breath. And now way slower than you want, start to come back up. Step your feet together. Inhale the arms up. Squeeze the palms, lift everything up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into the heels. One more time, make it last. Next inhale, right foot lifts up high, come up on the toes. Exhale, right knee, left armpit. Maybe you find an arm balance, maybe you just hold for strength. Press into your fingers and knuckles, draw the belly in. Now straighten that right leg out to the left. Maybe you keep it lifted as you peel the left hand up, let the gaze follow. Roll that left shoulder back, find a little length and a little softness. Lower the left hand back down. Shoot the knee back up like three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips. Now just keep opening the hips more here, keeping the head heavy. Or maybe you want to flip it all the way over. Pressing through the feet to lift the hips. Reaching through the fingers, relax your head and your neck. Let something go here. Slowly come back to plank and roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Peel the left hand up, lift the hips a little higher. Find your breath, maybe the left foot lifts up. Slowly come back to plank and lower through chaturanga, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot lifts up high, come up on the toes. Exhale, left knee, right armpit. Maybe you find an arm balance. Maybe you just hold here. Stay with your breath. Kick that leg out to the right. Peel the right hand up. Maybe the gaze can follow. Maybe that foot lifts off the ground. Use this inhale to lengthen and soften, mostly just to stay right here. Lower the right hand. Kick that leg back up like three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips. Keep opening or flip it over. Relax your head and your neck. Lift your hips, reach through the fingers. Slowly come back to plank. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Reach the right hand up, lift the hips a little higher. Maybe the right foot lifts up. Come back to plank, optional vinyasa. Meet back in downward facing dog. Trying not to mess up my hair. Okay, shift your gaze up between your hands. We're gonna hop the feet to the outside of the hands like deep yogic squat, okay? Find that deep yogic squat at the top. Now we're gonna try to root the right hand down, hooking the forearm underneath the shin. Now right hand stays down really heavy. Sit bones are really heavy. Now peel the left hand up. See if the gaze can follow. As you roll the heart open, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the face. Use this breath to stay right here and make something happen. And release. Hook the left arm underneath there. Heavy hand, heavy sit bones. Right hand reaches up, light heart as you twist open, softening through the shoulders. Slowly come back now. If you're feeling 100% strong through the wrists and shoulders, we'll try a little arm balance, bringing the hands to the ground. If you're gonna try to stick the knees on the outside of the arms, you're gonna keep pushing out against the knees and squeezing in against the elbows. See if you can get your feet to lift up off the ground. If that's not happening, just lift one foot up off the ground. You're still balancing here. Press into the fingers and knuckles a lot and that webbing between the thumb and index finger to protect your wrists. Stay with your breath. Maybe from your arm balance, you drop into a headstand. Maybe from your headstand, you come back into that arm balance. Maybe from there, you shoot it back like chaturanga. Take your time. And whenever you're finished, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog in just a breath or two. If you need to give the wrists a break, you can come down to the knees and roll them out a little bit. And when you're ready, we'll come back up downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot lifts up high, come up on the toes. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Inhale, shoot it back up. Left heel presses down as the right heel presses up. Come up on the toes. Exhale, right knee, left armpit. Shoot it back up. Shoot the left heel down. Come up on the toes. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Peel the right hand up and twist open. Slowly gonna come all the way up like revolved crescent. So upper body is upright, gaze back at the right hand. Press the right knee forward more as you draw the right hip back. Gaze back at the right hand. Soften something. Now find that reverse crescent. Drop the right hand to the left thigh. Sink into the right knee and reach up out of the waist. And now we're gonna bring the hands to the hips and straighten into the legs. And we're gonna step the left foot in just a little bit. We're gonna bring the hands into prayer behind the back. For pyramid pose, press down into the feet. And start to lengthen out over that leg. See if you can keep the legs straight by lifting the quads up. Pull the belly in, lengthen through the crown, and try to touch the body to the leg. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Maybe you can touch the forehead to the leg. Use this exhale to soften through the shoulders, the traps, the eyes. Use this inhale to lengthen. Really using this breath, giving the mind something to do with the inhale and the exhale, mostly just to stay right here in this moment. Slowly lower the hands down. And then we're gonna peel the right hand up and let the gaze follow like revolved triangle. Press into the feet, lift the hips and roll that right shoulder back. Pull the belly in, lengthen the spine. See if you can get the spine parallel to the ground. Maybe you start to gaze up at the right hand. One more breath. Slowly lower the right hand down. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Sink into the heels. Reach up out of the waist. Sit into the chair a little more. Stand up. Find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Press into the feet. Inhale the arms up. Keep pressing into the feet as you exhale. Swan dive. Come all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Optional vinyasa. So on one exhale, you plant the hands, you hop it back, and you lower your body down. The inhale lifts you up like upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into the heels. One more time. Inhale, left foot reaches up high, come up on the toes. Exhale, left knee, right armpit. Inhale, shoot it back up. Exhale, left knee, left armpit. Inhale, shoot it back up. Come up on the toes. Exhale, left knee, left armpit, and step it outside. Keep the right hand down, peel the left hand up, roll the heart open, let something go. Press down into the feet and lift the upper body, revolved crescent. Gaze back at the left hand, roll that left shoulder back, push the left knee forward. Find that reverse crescent, sink into the left knee a little more, reach up out of the waist. Bring the hands to the hips, step the right foot in a little as you straighten into the legs. Both hips facing forward, bring those hands into prayer behind your back. And then feel that hinge at the hips as you start to lengthen forward. Pull the belly in, out of the way. Maybe your forehead touches the knee. If you find yourself in the past, in the future, or in the head at all, let this breath be your invitation to come right back. To be fully right here, fully occupying this body with this pose in this moment. Lower your hands down and then peel the left hand up, let the gaze follow, lengthen through the spine. Slowly release, step the right foot forward, sit into the chair, reach up out of the waist, sink into the chair a little more. With each exhale, we're going to lower into the chair a little bit more until our booty's on the ground and we're in a boat pose. All right, if you need to use your hands to soften the fall, you can. As soon as your booty touches the ground, grab the backs of the knees, reach the legs forward. Maybe you straighten into the legs and reach the arms forward. Squeeze the legs together, reach through the balls of the feet, lift the heart. Pull the belly in. Find that stillness, that softness, that steady focus. Inhale, lengthen out to a hover. Keep gazing down at the feet and reaching through the balls of the feet. Inhale, come back up. Exhale here, and then inhale to lengthen. And exhale, come back up. Move with your own breath. Keep everything hugging into the center line. Whenever you've had enough, just roll back onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Hug each knee into separate hands, okay? Your right hand on your right knee, your left hand on your left knee. Tuck your chin a little bit. And now draw those knees out and open, and then start to circle them around here. And then switch directions. And now lower your feet down flat on the ground. Cross your right knee over your left and press your right knee out away from you. Lift your left foot up off the ground so your left calf is parallel to the ground. And then interlace your fingers around that left thigh. Lower your head back down and tuck your chin a little bit. And pull that thigh in a little bit as the right knee continues to fall out away from you. Continue using your breath. This is your new beginning right here. Use this breath to be right here in this pose, allowing the yoga to happen. Keep your foot crossed over the ankle. Release your grip and just lower that left foot down to the ground. Now cactus the arms and tip your body over to the left till the right foot's flat down on the ground. Maybe you want to slide the left heel in a little closer to your glute. Gaze out over the right hand. See if you can get your right hip down towards the mat a little more. And maybe it feels good to let that knee fall open. Make it all about this breath. Maybe you close the eyes and find that inward gaze. Maybe you can keep that inward gaze as you open the eyes, but keep them steady and soft. Maybe you can really actually let something go right here. Something you've been carrying around that's no longer serving you, right there in that hip or glute. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees in, hug your forehead in, squeeze everything in tight. And then lower your feet down flat. Cross the left knee over. Press the left knee out away. Lift the right foot. Interlace the fingers around the thigh and pull it in. Tuck the chin a little, let the knee fall open a little. Slowly release that foot back down. Cactus the arms, drop the body to the right so that foot is flat. And then gaze over the left hand and soften. Try to lower the left glute down. Maybe the left knee falls open. Slowly, gently release. Come back to center. Hug your knees in. And let your right leg go long. Kick through that right heel. Hug that left knee into the left armpit. Hug the elbows into the body and squeeze it in tight. Imagine you're prying that hip open as you squeeze the knee to the armpit and press out through the right heel. But soften anywhere else you can. The shoulders, the face, the eyes. Let this breath be the one that helps you unlock something here. Now turn the sole of the left foot up towards the ceiling. Grab the outside edge of that foot for a half happy baby. Keep the chin slightly tucked. Keep kicking through the right heel. Now pull the foot straight down towards the knee, towards the ground. Staying right here, or maybe you hook the peace sign fingers around the big toe and straighten that leg out to the side. Try to keep the right hip grounded and the neck straight. Now bend that knee and hand it off to the right hand. Find that spinal twist again. You can either reach your left arm straight out, perpendicular to the body, or bend it at 90. You can use the hand to draw the knee all the way down to the ground if you like. And then try to relax that shoulder and elbow all the way down to the ground. Let's breathe together. Empty all the air. Inhale through the nose all the way down into the low back and belly for 3 more. Hold at the top, soften anywhere you can, and feel your body melting as you take 3 more seconds to release all the air. Close your eyes, find that inward gaze. Maybe you keep the eyes closed, or maybe you open them back up, but keep that soft, steady, calm, inward gaze, even with the eyes open. One more chance to let something go. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees in, hug your forehead in, squeeze everything in. And now let the left leg go long. Hug that right knee into the armpit, kick through the left heel, tuck the chin, squeeze the elbows in. Pry that hip open as you squeeze the knee to the armpit and kick through the left heel. Sole of the foot turns up to the ceiling. Grab the outside edge of the foot. Keep looking straight up with the chin tucked. Pull the foot down towards the knee, towards the ground. Stay right here. Straighten that leg out to the side. Chevy now. Clicking the peace sign. Chest. Come here. Come here. Chest. Good boy, Chip. Good boy, Chip. Quit it. Come in. Bend that knee. Hand it off. Find that spinal twist. Right arm straight out or bent at 90. Gaze follows. See if you can draw the knee all the way down to the ground. And relax the shoulder, the jaw. Closing the eyes, keeping them closed, or just finding that inward gaze and then opening them back up. Let this be the breath you've been waiting for. Let this be the breath that brings you into this moment and allows some healing to happen. One more chance to let go. Slowly come back to center, hug the knees in. So we're going to take an extra long Shavasana. Unless there's one last pose your body's craving, feel free to do that right now. Whenever you're ready, we'll let the legs go long on the mat. We'll spread the feet as wide as the mat and let the toes fall open. So see if you can continue letting go on each exhale, but see if you can let go of that effort and just allow it to happen. Imagining that's what the exhale is for, is just to help you unwind. And notice just by staying out of the head, just by staying in this moment, you're allowing the wisdom of yoga, this ancient sacred wisdom, to move through you, to help you let go of some of the tension in your body, in your mind. See if you can let go of that, even trying to let go, and just allow it. And if there's any more space to settle into, trust that your body is finding that space here. invite a deeper breath back. Invite movement back. And invite yourself to stay in this place of calm that's always right here for you. Okay, you've done the work. Now, as you roll onto either side, see if you can commit to try to stay in this place for a little longer today. Maybe that means continuing to stay on the floor. Maybe it means you can do some things on your list or all the things on your list. Maybe it just means you're going to stay with each breath a little longer and remember to soften on each exhale. Maybe today's the day you can really commit to staying in this place, to making it your priority, to stay in this state of mind. And anytime you lose it, come back down to the ground or close your eyes till you get it back. If it's not and you don't have the liberty to do that today, no worries. Maybe you just make a game plan here for how you're going to stay present and stay in this moment. When you're ready, we'll slowly come back up to a seat. Take your time. We'll take one last big inhale together. When you're ready, reach the arms up overhead, squeeze the palms together firmly. Take all the good energy we created during class. We'll just bring it into a ball here, like you're holding a ball in those hands. Feel that energy, play with it a little bit, moving the hands around as you bring that energy right down to the forehead for good, pure thoughts. Pour it into the forehead here. Bring it down to the lips for good, pure communication. And down to the heart for good, pure intentions. Let the head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Lift the thumbs to the space above the eyebrows and take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. When we are in that place, we are one. Namaste.